unmute because that's going to be great. And Arendis is a fucking traitor. He's left us again.
That was perfect. Oh my god!
You know the irony.
Perfect.
I didn't even realize you were unmuting.
I'm like, do we really want that one out there? Hey, all right, woohoo! Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of Push to Talk, where you never know what they're really saying when I have them on mute and unmute them. By the way, Arendis did come by and he told us. What did he tell us, guys?
He told us he's here.
He had to mow the lawn. Now, by the way, this is where having children is awesome. Okay? Because when they become teenagers, they can mow the lawn for you. You don't ever have to do that again.
I was there thinking to myself, is this going to be a indentured servitude kind of story?
Absolutely.
And it does end up.
Why else do you have children? They can load the dishwasher or do the dishes if you don't have a dishwasher, right? They can do chores around the house. Of course, there's a little drama around that because they don't do that stuff, right?
They
Mac,
definitely don't like doing
mic, it sounds. Hold it, I gotta fix my. Hold on one second.
If my mic sounds weird, it's because I'm probably.
I noticed I had some crap in the thing. I hate hair on my forehead. That's why I cut it short and COVID hair. However, I forgot to mention this in the ping. This is the Go to Green show for Eric. Next week, my county is going green, baby. That means we can wear masks and go to the bar and drink.
How are you going to drink through the mask?
I have no idea.
You have to have.
But somebody, you know what?
You have to have straw holes. In which case, like that.
We're gonna do straws.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do straws, but then people are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to make a hole for the straw." At which point, the mask becomes completely ineffective.
Just slide it under or in the side. Did you see that guy who said, "Hey, I have the fix to keep my mask from fogging up my"? Looks like I lost the feed here. How did we lose the feed?
I don't know.
Call ended.
I was the only one in call, probably. That's probably why.
I joined it though. Let me see. I'll join again.
Okay, I'm back.
Join again. Join again.
Yeah, I'm back in.
All right.
We got audio but no sound. We got audio but no video, right?
Yeah.
You're a little frozen. That's kind of weird.
Am I a little? What? I'm not. I can't be a little frozen.
In my feed, you are. Maybe if I turn your feed off and on. Let me see.
Yeah.
So you may have just stayed away.
I'm not frozen. Right? I'm not frozen.
Anymore. I know you're not frozen there. There you are.
Dirk, you are literally like 5 minutes too late. Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean,
well, fair. Like I just got home from work after a fight with the most abominable CCTV machine, so I'll leave if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So actually,
get out the fucking violins.
The tiny violin. No, so this actually was really cool. This technology worked pretty good. So for some reason, our call ended on our Skype call between McLeod and I, right? And Skype is using NDI. That's why we're using it. So it feeds right into XSplit, and everything's great. And I actually had to do 0 to set up the show today because of that. And we lost connection to the call, so McLeod kind of froze. We both rejoined the call, and I just refreshed turned the NDI feed on and off, and it worked. That's pretty cool technology. I like that.
Not bad,
right? And then so we have Dirk, and we have Barghost, obviously on voice only.
Cool.
So they're here with
us.
I like
how you say obviously.
What?
Don't worry.
Obviously, is it bad? Is that a bad Americanism? Did I say something bad?
No. Don't worry about it. Let's soldier on.
So since we're going green, I'm excited because I can get my freaking haircut finally.
Yay!
I'm starting to get the mullet. So I hate long hair on me. Right, I'm a short hair guy. So and golf has been going on. So I mean, hold it. Let me check my things. Buddy was setting up golf for his birthday. But you know what? I said, I can golf at this time. And like, no. Silence. It's horrible. I have the worst friends in real life. So, hold it. What are you doing now? Playing a little video game?
Playing a bit of a video game. There we go.
Okay.
Playing an old video game.
I am playing an old video game because I haven't bought new video games.
There you go. You know
The
what?
next new video game I'm going to buy is probably Satisfactory. Comes out on Steam next week.
So,
Not bad.
yeah, that'd be cool. Hold it, say that again? I missed it.
Satisfactory.
What is that about?
Have you ever played Factorio?
Yeah, it's that.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's basically that, but in third person. Yeah, and you run around building factories, getting research, building a space elevator, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Space elevator. Oh, you play Elon Musk? Is that who you are?
I mean, is Elon working on a space elevator? I thought he was just blowing up Starliners.
Oh, hold it. Isn't that launched today? We're supposed
Space
to
Rock.
launch today.
Yes.
Yeah,
Starships.
DM2 is in a couple hours.
All right. Don't forget to miss.
Yeah.
Don't miss that, guys.
Yeah, and Starship kind of also had a launch in the night. Without exploding a launch.
Actually, no. I don't think it was a launch, more of a disappearing act.
Hey, some of it went for a launch.
Yeah. Actually, the weight that they put on top of it launched pretty well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they weren't trying to launch it, though. They were just trying to test its pressure holding capabilities. Because they've done this a couple of times
Finished
now.
a static fire.
Yeah, they've just finished a
And
static
91
fire.
seconds after it went.
Like,
It went pretty
Oh,
bad,
crap.
yeah.
Static fires are bad. I got to check
Still.
on something really quick here. Hey, so
It's a cool little video to watch.
so when are we allowed to talk about Eve stuff again?
on this one, never.
Not at
I
all.
don't know,
is
dude.
What you're saying.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Do we want to mention the obvious from this week?
What's the obvious?
Triglavians. Like,
The
I
Triglav.
know people don't like PvE, but considering
Sensible.
Raravos turned to low sec, my god. And no, we're not having this argument, Mac. We are
Yeah,
not having this argument.
Any nullsecker who
not low
dislikes
sec
triangles
as
at this
such.
point is just, like, categorically wrong.
Wait, did you say anyone who's not triangles?
Anyone who doesn't like triangles in nullsec now is just categorically wrong.
I mean, it's
Triangles are
definitely
the best thing
interesting.
now.
Triangle Man. Oh, what?
But honestly, yeah, being
If
in
you're-
system when it flips and just watching that chaos, just as everyone clicked on what was going on.
You
Apparently,
nerds.
Oh
Whoa,
my god.
RJ.
Oh my God.
RJ, drive by. RJ, I saw you DJing last night on your station, man.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's kind of a regular thing now.
That's cool. RJ does the DJ thing.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been getting set up on Mixcloud, doing a little bit more Twitch stuff, and there's something in the background that I'm working on as well. But yeah. Finally got settled into the new house, so I got freedom to.
Sorry, needed to do a little typing, guys.
It's all right.
Is
We're just
that
gonna
the
be
new
quiet and
keyboard?
listen. This is the new keyboard, is it?
It's a new keyboard.
It doesn't sound any quieter than it used to.
No, it doesn't.
If anything, it sounds louder.
Hey, these are
Uh,
cherry red silence. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, the cherry red silence, right?
Yep.
I
Which
always
are
thought
slightly quieter cherry reds, which is still louder than any other.
the funny thing is Mac's mic can pick up Eric's typing all the way across the freaking.
That's how good my fucking microphone is.
Wait,
Mhm.
what'd you say?
That's how good my fucking microphone is. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
You got had there.
I got baited there.
I'm a masturbator.
Womp, womp. I
So-
was going to say something, but I just decided
Yeah.
not to. For the
I didn't mean
good
that.
of everybody.
I didn't mean that
Good
to
of
be
everything.
gross, but it kind of came out.
Oh, fuck.
So, what's new in the wonderful world of Eve?
Oh, well,
Apparently-
Hypernet is free till the 4th or
My-
something.
My
Yep.
God.
You two can gamble away your ISK for no CCP cut. Because that's all it really means, is that CCP aren't taking a cut on anything.
And why
We
should
at
they?
we at
Gambling.
CCP are doing a bargain price on on fucking Hypernet Relay because we need that ISK in order to carry on funding the business.
CCP should.
Sorry, McLeod.
Yeah.
Are you going to turn into the next hashtag free stunt, considering the comment you just made?
No.
I mean, you went we at CCP.
Oh, no, but could you not tell that I was being sarcastic? Like, I wasn't trying to.
Wasn't-
I wasn't deliberately imitating. It was for sarcastic effect. I think you can tell, and I've made it clear now.
I mean, God.
Jesus,
Why'd
can-
you have to ruin
like-
your jokes like
like-
that, McLeod? God.
I didn't fucking ruin it. It was Bard who was like, "Oh, I think you're gonna get in deep water for that."
Ooh, you're in a bad mood, McLeod.
McLeod's been feeling feisty the last couple of days.
Yeah,
Feisty.
feisty. It's fucking warm here.
Alright.
That's why.
You're
Some
warm.
real world space stuff. Do you think
Okay.
those guys are going to make it up today?
I hope so.
Don't
I mean-
fucking jinx it, RJ, please.
I'm not. I watched it like the whole thing from what was it, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. I want to see it. This is good stuff. Good space stuff.
Oh,
Real space stuff and good space stuff is always good.
Brisk thinks it's
Well,
not going to
well
happen.
done.
And you don't have to gamble on this one.
yeah, 91%
It
chance
could.
of rain. Yeah. Bargos,
How many-
thanks for the
like-
tier 1 sub. Sorry, time out. Bargos, thanks for
Oh,
the tier 1
nice.
sub. 25 months in a row.
I've just left it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called eating. It's eating your own dog food, right?
I mean, I don't get any money back for it, so no.
The level of
No.
quality that we produce on here, then, well, yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
The level of quality that we produce on this show requires us to pay to be on here. That's yeah. Zero chance, Brisk says. 0, 0, 0. What's the next window? Anybody know?
Tomorrow night, half an hour
Oh,
earlier. But
nighttime
Same.
launch.
weather
thing.
is also iffy for tomorrow night, so
Nighttime launches are cool, though.
Well, see, the only thing is, it's
Oh.
I think what stopped them was
Eric.
the electric charge in the atmosphere. They may actually
that
do it.
and
It's
clouds.
just well, they could do I think a 4,500-foot cloud layer maximum, but they can fly. through.
sorry, it wasn't that. It was certain clouds due to the thunderstorms and the formation they were.
Yeah, it's
And
cumulus. It's
the,
cumulus.
vortices.
Like I was watching Everyday Astronaut stream last time, the previous launch, and like literally, before he had to hand over, which was like about an hour and a half before the actual launch, they had like he literally had a a fucking tornado warning. Tornado alert.
Yeah.
So it was like,
So-
I don't think it's really gonna happen.
So I've been looking at all my like little pilot weather things that I still have from my old like flying days, and it looks like it's just going to be like precipitation, and that I don't think is a really bad thing. It's when the clouds start forming anvils and doing all crazy stuff like that. Yeah.
Anvils.
Yeah, because actually, what you said there, RJ, was one of the terms they used. I don't fully know what they are, but
Yeah, cumulus clouds, your big poofy clouds. When they get really, really nasty poofy clouds, then you get into big anvils and they start sending out little electric shocks.
okay. Yeah, well, that's what they were describing was the main hold. So
But I wish them all the best. Happy spacefaring, my friend.
Oh, look at that. Did we win yet? That's Scythe. He watches the show. He just doesn't come on the show, for crying out loud.
What were you saying?
Oh, shit.
Aaron?
Now you've baited him.
Oh, look at that.
This
There you go.
this is what
RJ.
this
Yeah,
is, isn't it?
You
This
done
is just
fucked
baiting everyone on.
You done fucked up.
Why? Because
Get to summon me.
Lurch, how you doing?
I murdered somebody.
Did you? Well, that's why it got quiet. Is that why it got
He's,
quiet?
he's dead.
No,
He's dead.
I got a very specific type of text message that I need to
What is in this text message?
inappropriate stuff for Twitch content. It would get us banned.
So it's inappropriate. Is this from the girlfriend?
It's a shooty thing.
Is it an eggplant thing?
Is it a girlfriend thing?
It's just girlfriend sending me stuff.
You know, those are the best texts, don't you think, guys?
Eggplants?
Things that will get us
Another-
banned
another dead
on
person.
Twitch that came,
Another dead person.
came to you. You're frozen again because you
Oh.
popped out.
No, it's because if I am the only person in the fucking thing, then it stops after a while.
Well,
So
how
you
is
have
that?
to be in it as well.
What are you?
Well, I was in it.
Because it looks like it's
You
garbage.
weren't, because otherwise it wouldn't drop.
What garbage are you playing, sir?
I actually
What do you think?
I can't
It's a
join
certain
it.
pay to win.
Arma? I don't fucking know. Call
No.
of Duty?
It won't let me join the group again.
Nah, it's PUBG.
It says call started.
Oh, gross! I gotta stop this. No. Can cancel
Yeah,
that.
because there was no answer and people dropped. I'm the only person on the call.
No, I'm ringing the group, and I'm here. I'm in the call with you.
Okay, nice.
I'm just saying. This isn't push to talk without some technical challenges.
I only came on because I have a fun announcement. I have begun the process of buying my first home.
Woohoo! Golf clap.
Yo,
Golf clap.
Hey.
Golf clap.
Yo,
all around.
you need to talk to me like ASAP, dude. Just offline. You need to talk to me ASAP.
Like, give me a reason and I will, because you're
Because
crazy.
I just went through the most hellish home buying thing ever.
I mean,
Yeah.
the best is I started this process by hiring a realtor. And I basically just messaged my aunt and uncle who live nearby and said, "Hey, are you both still licensed?" They said, "Yeah." I'm like, "You want to help me out?" And they said, "Sure."
All right. In that case, you don't need to talk to me then.
I'm
There is. Hold it. Hold it.
good.
There is.
My uncle was a licensed home inspector, is now a realtor and a GC, and my aunt is a realtor and was a home inspector.
Does he like to travel?
No, actually, he hates it.
All right, never mind. I'm
I
already,
listen to this one. He said yes before my aunt, which tells me that he's really trying to be nice and not make my aunt have to deal with it right now because they're both kind
So, welcome to Push to Talk, where you get all of your home purchasing questions answered.
Did you know that people want ridiculous prices for very small homes that make no goddamn sense?
yes.
Buyer's market, man. Nobody's buying a house right now.
Hey, did you know home builders are like car sales?
It is a seller's market here, man. I'm gonna tell you, houses will go up for sale and be sold within 48 hours. And they're just
Truth. This is truth.
Hold on. I
This
thought
is
nobody
absolute
had a job in America. How can we be selling houses?
all these Yankees moving down here trying to get away from the
All the Yankees. Thanks.
New Yorkers.
Blaming all the Yankees.
We always blame the Yankees. It's always their fault.
Did I ever tell you guys the story about how I was called a Yank by a British dude?
It means American to them.
He was my boss, and he was expatriated in the United States. He worked here, and we were working on some code at his house, drinking beer on a Sunday afternoon, and he called me a Yank, and he's like, oh my god, like, is that offensive to you? And I just looked at him. I said, no, we won. Sorry, McLeod and Bart, but I said no.
I mean,
So it's all right because apparently you're self-destructing right now, so it's all right.
Oh boy.
So yes, it doesn't bother me at all, but I love it. So this is a more fun Yankee story. So because I live up north, Scythe is in south of the Mason-Dixon line. we had friends who had a beach house in North Carolina, and they had their first or second daughter. I forget which one it was, but they had the daughter in the little bassinet thing down at the beach, whatever. And the next door neighbors to their beach house came over and said, "Aw, she's kind of cute for a Yankee baby."
Wow.
So that's not the end of the story. So on this place in Ocean Isle, when you purchased a house, they named their houses.
You have to name them all.
They name them. And so, of course, they have a big sign out, hanging out. Yankee Baby was the name of their house for many, many
That's
years.
awesome. That's a great name for a house.
So,
They still own it because
they sold it. They sold it.
I there and can go check it.
Where they were, it was weird.
Were they
The
on
dunes,
side of the island?
the dunes between the houses and the beach were like 30 feet high.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's
Ocean
like
Isle.
Hurricane, yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of weird. So
That's weird, man. It's a nice place, but it's weird.
what's
McLeod's about to get fucked.
so what do
Oh, I'm fine.
we were a few days away, right, from the first low power citadels getting pummeled, right? Let's talk Eve.
Yeah, that should be
What about
interesting.
next week?
Yeah, this coming Tuesday.
Now, I will say, I never realised this. Sorry, Scythe. Oh, did I just...
Scythe is dead.
leave?
Scythe left.
Um,
Well, he got inappropriate texts from the girlfriend, so you didn't really think he was going to be here that long, did you?
That's
very true.
No, so I didn't realise at the time, but apparently when CCP put their change in the other day, we all knew that certain structures, that if you force them into low power, they'd automatically turn back on into normal, right? For the modules after low power because of hull reinforcement.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. No, I know
apparently
where you're coming
any
from.
structure that had an offline module, because the person offlined it but left fuel in it and went away, has also now been onlined by CCP.
Well, there's a thing about that because I know a few people who definitely had offline modules, offline service modules on their in one of in their thing, and they hadn't turned on. So it's obviously inconsistent, and inconsistent things are very much the way that bugs tend to work. So
True. Yeah, I mean, my ultimate point was just don't expect stuff to be perfect come Tuesday. Some stuff that you thought was going to go possibly isn't.
Do we ever expect anything from CCP to be perfect?
That's
I check my boot INI every time. I check my boot INI every time. Just saying.
Just saying.
It's just one of those things you get paranoid about, really, isn't it?
Yep.
Like, is my PC
Okay.
still going to work if I turn it off?
Brilliant. I mean, I think that every single time there's a Windows update as well. I'm like, oh crap.
Also true. Windows had to reboot 4 times, and then I had to use safe mode the last time I did a Windows update. So yeah, that was fun. Thought I was going to have to reinstall everything and start from scratch, which was a
scary
thought.
prospect.
Yeah, I really do not appreciate the whole reinstall process. It just kind of gets in the way of things.
So I came down, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, and my PC was blue screened.
Yeah, but your PC blue screens every week
Constantly.
on this show.
But not
I
this.
swear to God, every single day, every single time,
Normally-
every single Saturday,
Every single
when we-
reboot.
yeah,
Except
every single
when the top
Saturday.
are plotting against you.
So
every single Saturday before we actually start the show,
Mhm.
Eric comes in and goes, "Yeah, my computer blue screen 3 times today, so we should be good."
yeah, so I didn't reboot. I didn't reboot today intentionally because number one, I didn't have time. But when I rebooted, when it rebooted, whatever it did earlier in the week, usually it blue screens and then fixes itself and blue screens and fixes itself and blue screens and fixes itself, and then it's fine.
Yeah.
This time I came down and it was can't fix myself. Right, it was just blue when I came down, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh shit!"
The blue screen.
I'm oh shit, right? So then I just restarted it, and magically it fixed itself this time. So I'm starting to get hoping that my delay in buying a PC, based on advice by many people here, is good, so that I get the new stuff. So I'm waiting,
It's coming.
and
I
I'm
mean,
hoping it lasts. And that
I'm
we-
not convinced that any of your issues with blue screens are actually hardware issues.
No.
A lot of the times they're driver kind of incompatibility issues when it comes to blue screens. Like,
Yeah, it could be, but it fixes itself. So at least for now, we're good. And we're doing things. But yes, I'm like antsy. I'm like, I need a new. We're gonna be getting like, the colored liquid LED lights, the whole shit and shebang inside. It's gonna look so good. I'm gonna want to not put it on the floor over here in the corner in front of my desk.
you know, want to put it in eye shot of the camera.
So you know what? So for this work from home COVID thing, so I buy my wife one of those desks. You can stand. It's push the little electric button. It goes up and down and stuff. Right? She's like, I don't like this.
What? Okay. Well, just be like, well, just just lower it, and you're good. Just a normal desk.
Well, I'm sitting here going, as I look this way to my left here, I've got, the length of the wall, and I'm like, 2 of those desks will fit perfect right there. One of them was going to be my new desk, maybe, and the other one is just going to be to sit the PC on, the new PC.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit it right there.
Yeah, the wife doesn't like it, so you know what? Eric will have it instead. Eric doesn't mind.
I'll buy another one. I got to buy another one.
Well, I can't hold off much longer. My studio smells like bacon right now because it's right next to it. So I'm going to split and go get me some bacon.
Well, what? Can't you just get bacon and bring it back here and eat it here with us?
No, because I'm gonna go probably eat with the. She's on the other side of the house. Where my studio's on one side of the house and everything is on separate side.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
Bros before hoes. Okay.
I'm still around in spirit.
Uh-huh. Well, not really.
Well, in about 2 seconds, I'm gonna be around in like
Right.
bacon smelling.
By the way, my phone's gonna be ringing in a minute. She's gonna be calling me. Go, why did you call me?
Yeah. But I love you guys.
All right,
I'll
take it
be
easy,
around.
RJ.
See ya.
Catch you later.
Oh, that's hilarious. So we
All
had,
right, how do we summon Caleb? All right, we're gonna figure this
no.
out.
I don't
We need a
Ah.
pentagram to start off with.
pentagram. Hold on, let's ask the audience. Does anybody actually want us to summon Caleb in the audience?
Does anybody know how to summon people from the dead? Because I'm fairly certain that he is dead at this particular point.
Well, I
Oh,
think
hold on. We got to stand in. Forget it. We got to stand.
Hello, bad people.
Apple Bear.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening, Apple Pear?
Nothing. I was a bit bored, so I thought say hi.
Well, hello,
Hey.
Apple Bear. Welcome to the show.
Well, hello there, little fella.
This is, by the way, we have certain people, folks, that are just in the staff list, and they can just do whatever they want. And Apple Pear is one of them, and he always has been.
Yeah.
Okay, hello, show.
How you doing? What do you want to talk about today? Anything, or are you just bored?
I was just bored for like a moment, so I thought say hi here and see what's going on. So apparently we're doing a show. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We talked about
I mean,
HyperNet.
if you
being
can call
free.
this a show anymore.
Hey, it's not a show. It's an experience.
True, it is. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle decision.
Push to talk. It's a lifestyle. By the way, in case anybody has wondered, we still endorse Brisk for CSM here.
Yes.
And
Are we going to talk about CSM? Because then I'm going to leave again.
no. I just
Don't
mentioned that.
scare him
every show.
away.
Don't worry about it.
Jesus.
No. Let's see. What were we talking about? We were talking about the inappropriate text that Scythe got from his girlfriend and then had to leave.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he rushed off pretty fast after that.
We
did,
talked
he
about
did.
the murder of Caleb, obviously.
The murder of Caleb.
Shush, that's not
Did we
supposed to be
actually
public.
say? Did we actually?
No,
say-
I mean
not public.
the inappropriate killing of Caleb. Yeah, all right.
Caleb's not dead. He's just locked in a room.
He's gone to the farm.
Caught coronavirus is the current excuse.
By the way, Sally Solomon says hi to you, Apple. If you can't see chat, I don't know if you're watching chat, but
I'm not watching chat at the moment. Hi. Did you talk about the fun we had with Epidemic Horde?
No, we didn't.
Not yet, no.
That would actually be Eve stuff, and that doesn't happen till right now. We're halfway through the show, so you're right on
Okay.
cue.
You are on cue right there. Perfect.
Oh, okay. No, we had some fun with Horde. Apparently, a roll call got tackled, and then they lost a few ships. I have no idea how that happened.
We have recollection of that.
I wasn't there.
Fair.
I wasn't there, Your Honor.
Yeah. So we tackled their Rorqual, and then they lost
Yes.
the ships trying to save it.
Yes.
That's sad. I mean, who would do that to them?
Yeah, I don't know. The Rorqual is apparently the pilot of that Rorqual is now in my corp again.
Well, how did that happen? Like,
That was subtle.
Well, that really does.
How
Oh,
how that
okay.
how that could have happened?
Did you-
Only like
It-
I couldn't even fathom how that could have happened.
No.
McLeod.
I mean, it's just such a completely out there concept that, yeah.
So, McLeod, are you going live in Discord? Is that what's kicking you
well,
out, maybe?
no.
It says you're live in Discord.
Yeah, I am live in Discord, but like it's not. It shouldn't affect Skype in any way, shape, or form.
I think it is.
Apart from the fact
Oh.
that Skype is just a terrible piece of software.
It is. It is unsupported. I don't even know why we use it.
Fine, I will stop it.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's doing.
But no, it was pretty fun. That Horde, what happened there, and we killed the Titan that warped to save the Rorqual. So I tried to kill the Dread, and then the Dread didn't die, but the Titan did die, and 3 other Nixes. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, it was fun. And
Nice.
and then the Rorqual docked up again, and yeah.
So the
And then
Rorqual lived.
Yeah, the Rorqual lived. Yeah.
That was a good trade.
Yeah.
Save a Rorqual
Beautiful.
was a Titan, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So
bad.
Good trade.
I think the pilot was very appreciative of the Titan, whelping his Titan for the life of the Rorqual.
I mean, it must have been a very expensive Rorqual and a very cheap Titan.
It was.
I mean-
it was. I'm sure.
Great to have returned.
McLeod, you can't put a price on the sentimental value of a Rorqual, though. Like, you
That is
simply
true.
just can't
That
do
is
it.
true.
By the way, we have
That is very true.
Randus in chat.
Hi, Randus.
This is a Renai.
Are you done cutting the grass?
Are you bored again, also like me, and decided to talk here, and then finding out there was a stream?
I've got about half the lawn.
No,
Okay.
what happened to him was someone pinged something to like thousands of people and named him and shamed him. And then he realized, oh, I needed to come on, and then he decided to go away as well.
Hey, horrendous. McLeod made me do it. Just saying.
I didn't make you. Yes,
No,
I
was
went
planning
all
on
the way
showing-
over to the US and forced you to type.
No, I was planning on showing up. I just got to get the lawn done.
All right. No. You must have a little lawn.
No, I have a very big tractor.
All right. That's even better.
McLeod,
Just get on it, drive forward, done.
wow, haven't you heard?
If it was a little bigger,
How-
I would have actually just brought the keyboard with me so I could hit my.
So you could go like this?
Well, no, and then I could just deafen you all, and you wouldn't be able to hear one.
There you go.
I mean, that might be an improvement for chat. I don't know.
It might. So, what idiotic things have you guys talked about so far?
We talked about the dumbness of the hyperlink, but it's free now, so it's still dumb. And then we keep losing McLeod's stream.
Claiming that it's free is like the most dumb thing. Like, oh my god, it's free. So
Yeah, the cores
doesn't
still
mean-
come from Plex, though. I mean, they you still have to pay money for.
Yeah, well, I mean, percentage-wise,
it's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with Discord Go Live because it just happened
I
again.
don't know. I know.
And I was in the middle of trying to
I
shoot
think-
somebody.
See, I figured the stupid thing CCP did that you were going to talk about was the whole, Phase 3 trig invasion.
You can
See, no, we
please,
like
let's-
that.
Dirk wants to be up 24 hours straight again, saving things.
I just have one question about,
Okay.
and it's a question that kind of hurts from the lore nerd perspective. Why should I care?
Did you not see what happened to Rara Voss?
Did you not notice that it doesn't affect TrueSec? So who the hell gives a shit?
For now, horrendous.
Yeah, for now, but we have no guarantees that it will. So why should I? What are the lasting consequences of this? Just from the perspective of, let's say you help out the Trig forces. You can still go to Jita, dock up, and the Empires won't touch you, Concord won't touch you.
Sure,
Why should I care? What does this matter? So far, it doesn't. We kept getting told it would matter. So far, it doesn't.
Okay, yes, you've got it on the so far. I think when Niaja has a spawn, that's going to be a different story for that one, so long as they do stay permanent afterwards. And I think if maybe the Empires suddenly decide that, hey, if you've got full Trig standing and negative Eden comp, you're barred from HiSec. That would be great.
If there are consequences like that, those consequences need to have been communicated ahead.
Yes, I would agree. As much as I like the vagueness of the story, as it doesn't have too severe consequences, if they suddenly go for stuff like that, people need to know that ahead of time before making that shift.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, are we supposed to start expecting CCP to communicate now?
Dirk, I'm just asking the questions I would have asked if we'd gotten Coyote.
Oh yeah, that's
Is that
a
who
fair
you were
point.
trying to get?
Disappointed everyone.
Yes.
Damn, that would have been nice.
There we go.
Katata 13 in Twitch chat says something's not going to happen. I'm not sure if they're referring to the SpaceX launch or the permanent change to TrueSec or
CCP communicating.
Oh yeah.
CCP communicating. Yeah, that. Lol.
Yep, there you go. CCP communicating. Bad, terrible.
I mean, as I say, I like the silence as it stands. It feels right. But more permanent changes that have really bad effects.
Well, people do tend to give a shit for whatever reason.
I have not looked in this Heltra gave into. I heard something that one system is now low sec or something, but I have not looked
Yeah,
into
that's
it. And haven't cared about it.
One system has been dropped from 0.6 to 0.3, but it's not a TrueSec change. You can't light sinos, can't move capitals through, nothing.
What's that for? Why do we then have that? Because it would only be useful if.
Because it means that you can shoot the players on the other side. That's the other part of this that's annoying. For the first part of this, when it's still in HiSec, right? They've reintroduced the same problem that they had with the old HiSec War decks. You can sit there and rep either the Edencom forces or the Trigs all day long, and other players can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oren just really annoyed about that one.
I am.
I mean, to be fair, that was part of the fun when it was the HiSec part.
No,
I
it
didn't
wasn't.
mind that.
No, it wasn't.
What, the repping? The repping was fun if you were doing it at the right time.
The repping might have been fun for the guy doing the repping. The repping was absolutely no fun for anybody else, which means while it's HiSec, the optimal strategy is everybody flies logistics, which means nobody gets a pay.
You get paid for logistics.
Not the way you get paid when
no,
things...
sorry, I know what you're on about. Because they were stopping sites being completed. Therefore, yeah, there wasn't a pay. Sorry, yes, I get what you mean. Those
and that's the other thing.
Like
that's the other thing. If you were repping the Trigs, right, and people came in and managed to kill them despite your reps, you got Edencom faction and LP.
Yeah, that was the iffy one.
And
The
it
one
worked
I
the other
like-
way around too. If you were doing the reps on EdenComp.
Yes, yeah. No, I know.
So
I
really, you
mean,
know, you
from
can't
the
say
perspective
this
of
is
using
this is
roaming
one.
gangs horrendous.
Yeah, but
Like roaming gangs, we had reps on both sides, and we were using the roaming gangs as say,
sure. But again, that
DPS
doesn't answer why should I care. That's just I'm going to come in and grief everybody. So why should I care? If this is just an opportunity to grief everybody, then it's just an opportunity to grief everybody, and I can do that in a catalyst.
I mean, that's fair.
I think the issue here is that the motivation to do it is abstract and not a tangible thing like, oh, I get something in return. No, it's abstract. And there's a reason why, for you, abstract kind of reasons for doing something is not a reason to do anything.
No,
So
no, see,
why to give a fuck?
that's not true. That's not true. I spent many hours earlier in this week blowing the hell out of Trick. I really did. Because my reasons for doing it are all abstract. But if CCP wants to make engaging PvE, the first question is, why do I care? If they want to make engaging
Well,
PvE,
hang
if they
on,
want
what were
people
you
to
doing?
get involved, I was shooting trigs in a maelstrom because that's how you beat the Logi. You alpha them.
Yes, yeah.
But if they want to keep making PvE stuff and they want it to be engaging, which is what they keep saying, and they want it to be successful, the first question they have to ask is why the hell should anyone care? Otherwise, they're just going to have more resource wars.
This is definitely better than resource wars. Let's be frank.
For the minute.
For the
But,
moment.
I mean,
But that's only because people are buying into it right now.
people have to keep doing it in order for CCP to actually consider it valuable. I mean, take a look at the way the factions of Geos went.
True.
Like-
True. I mean, look, I don't disagree with you guys.
I mean, the thing is,
liked
right,
this, though.
The thing is, right, if there's no reason to do it, there's no reason for people to care, right, then why are people doing it?
Because it's
Right
fun
now,
right
because
now.
it's new and shiny, and from the trailers, they're looking for, hey, are we going to get new ship?
That's not quite the motivation for a lot of us. Like I've been
No, for a
running
lot of
matches.
people, there's griefing involved. For a lot
No,
of
no,
other
no,
people,
not
it's
even
just
that
something
horrendous.
interesting to do. For
Not even that horrendous. Like I've been running with Ash and those guys, and we've literally been doing it to run these systems to the trick site because we want to see what happens and we want to push as many systems that way.
Okay. And
okay,
what
so you want to
happens-
see what happens. So once you see what happens, why do you keep doing?
Because we want to push as many as we can that way.
Okay,
Why?
and once that's done, you're gonna keep.
Keep pushing them.
I mean, in theory, as you guys have been talking about, all you lore nerds, there's a potential for this to be a permanent change.
Yes, yes.
So
that's the point.
Why not
So
I
once
been
I
a
See that
learner?
permanent change.
So once a
The fuck?
you're not a lore nerd, McLeod. I'm not talking to you there.
You're just a
But-
nerd.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but like once these things are permanently changed, where then? Are you going to
Well-
keep doing it in the
no,
non-blue and
no,
yellow
no.
star sites?
No.
Are you going to keep doing that?
I think you missed the point. All of this is going to right. So a system will probably turn permanent once it hits final liminality, right?
Right, but they
And then we
don't
will
all
just
go
do
to.
another system.
But they don't all go to final liminality.
No, they don't. I know.
Aldic went to
spawn
first
after
liminality,
hitting
and
first
then
left.
because it has the wrong color star, it just reset it down.
This is
I
the
know.
point. There are a finite number of these things, and you want to push as many of them to permanent
So
trig status
when
as
you're
possible,
done,
but
what then?
yeah.
Well, what do you mean when we're done? What as in once all the
Once
blue
they're
and
all
red stars are
permanent, what
then
happens
that's
then?
the end of the event, Dirk.
Yes,
That's it.
exactly. But
Is it
there's
is
still
it
the
me?
content is still going to be there. They're still going to be
no,
invading
the content will
non
be gone.
But is
The
it
content
me?
will be gone.
the PvE
is it-
content will still exist.
Hold
Bob.
up.
Hey,
Sorry,
is it
Apple.
me or have others the same problem as me and have no fucking clue where you're all talking about?
No, it's just you, Apple. Everybody
No,
else
that's
knows
just you.
exactly what's going
But no, the point is that this isn't
Like
gonna end up
everybody stop doing what they're doing, and let's like rail against Apple Pear for a second.
I did that.
Why? Apple Pear's a nice guy. Maybe I don't want to rail
But
against
that's exactly what we
Fucker.
just did. It's like, no, it's all it's just you.
Hey,
Don't worry, I'm
then it's me, then it's okay, but I have no clue where you guys are talking about.
Martin, You can't
It's
you
the
can't
trigger
say
event.
that the event will end, because if the event actually ends pretty much ever, CCP's kind of screwed.
Why are they screwed?
Because if the event ends, then suddenly all the people who can no longer get the stuff that they're going to be getting from the Trigs and from Edencom are going to raise holy.
And
Yeah, and then CCP is going to turn around and go, it was never going to be a permanent thing. That's the
Well, that's
reason why
exactly what
there's
they
a
build
story.
it as,
That's
though.
the reason why it says this is the final part of the Trig story.
No,
That doesn't mean it's going to
Sorry.
end.
Sorry.
They've built it as a
CCP
permanent
made
thing.
What the fuck does final mean?
It means they're not
What
going
the
to do
fuck do you
another
mean
one
does
after.
final?
It means it
Yeah.
does. It means there's not going to be another one after. But that doesn't mean that after is a finite amount of time.
I mean,
CCP have made
never
clear
say
that
never,
it is
maybe,
going to
but-
end. They have made clear it is going to end, and the consequences are permanent.
And at the end of the day, you're talking about a persistent universe. You know, we all talk about the fact that, like, you know, losses, like, and it's enshrined in fucking CCP's, you know, initial document when building Eve. You know, loss is a serious business, right?
Loss is a serious matter. Yes.
Death is a serious matter. That's the
Yeah,
one.
because they've
Um,
managed to stick to that, right? Death is such a serious matter. Even getting potted doesn't matter anymore. You can't lose skill points.
Oh, for sure. But we're slowly seeing a move back that way.
I mean,
Missteps
are?
aside,
really?
missteps
Yes,
aside,
we have.
and let's get some fucking perspective here, Horrendous, because you know if you go playing other games, losses insignificant, way less than any situation where you die in Eve. Loss is way more significant in Eve than it is in basically any other game in existence.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm just going to say that you're wrong on technical grounds, and then you're going to get all huffy about it, and I'm going to prove you're wrong. So let's just get that out of the way.
All right, let's go.
You're wrong on technical grounds.
Okay.
So
Well, there are some
just said-
games.
you just said
Yeah.
that in any other game, loss matters less than in any way of dying in Eve. So if I undock in a clean pod in a rookie Corvette and get blown up and potted, that's supposed to matter more than, say, me losing all of my shit in Minecraft. I don't.
It's Minecraft. You get all your shit back in like 10
You
minutes.
get all your shit back in less time than it takes to probably even get a fucking Corvette and you kill that.
No, you don't get your stuff back in less time than it literally takes to click board my Corvette from any station in Eve. Sorry.
Hey, well, you know, at least you don't have
And you
you
lose
don't-
XP in Minecraft. You lose levels.
lose levels. Fair enough.
Do you
Fair enough.
But you guys play games. I just do Eve. I don't play games.
See,
I mean, I
did
play
Eve
other games.
for-
I don't play
I
fucking
did Eve
Tetris
for
Online.
a while, but then I wanted to kill myself, so I started playing other games.
by the way, 10 minutes left. I'm giving up fixing McLeod.
I'm literally playing another game right now.
And then CCP
So
went
am
and
I.
changed all the names on all of the hardeners twice in like 2 months, and I wanted to kill myself.
Please don't, Horrendous.
I mean,
like, yeah, that
yeah.
shit's stupid.
See, yeah, well,
I mean, the argument, as
Mm.
Horrendous pointed out to me the other day, it makes sense, but it's still dumb as fuck and annoying as all get out.
can I ask?
Wait, what? The renaming, right?
Yeah,
Why do
It
we
makes
need
sense.
the
Yeah.
4 races of ships and 8 and all the quantity of different ships that we have at Eve? Why do we need that?
2 important reasons. 1, because the art team spent a long time working on those assets. And 2, because in theory, at least, each type of ship has a specific role to play in a fleet composition, and each empire needs the same types of ship to be able to counter one another.
Yes, and you see that in the descriptions of them, right? X Empire created this ship,
Which
X Empire countered by creating its own.
I understand.
why in one of the really, really understated and really kind of neat bits of artwork that they did, and this had to be pointed out to me because I missed it. When they introduced the command destroyers, or rather, not the command destroyers, when they introduced the row of the line of destroyers that would become the command destroyers, like the Algos and the Corax, because those are the ones I'm actually using in this example. Those two are a direct counter for one another, and it's represented in the art because the Corax is a submarine and the Algos is a sub-hunting plane.
Oh, that's great.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'd rather have less assets in the game and just have types of ships that everybody uses, and then let that art team go bananas, making those things super cool and skins and neat shit with them.
Oh, I'm happy that we have so many things to do. Like, have people to train to something, have fun with it, and everybody can find their own niche to fly, and
I think
let
the
them be
different
happy with it.
I think the different ships all should have roles in different situations. Like, not every ship is going to be useful in major fleet combat, but the ships useful in major fleet combat shouldn't necessarily be useful in small gang warfare, things like that.
I don't know. It just seems like the quantity of things from a management perspective of assets in the game. I mean,
Well, that runs into a combination of two problems that Eve has that are kind of sort of on at this point. The first one is it is the nature of games to always add features. You can't take things away from players; they get pissy. You have
hold it.
you
Wait,
have-
CCP does that all the time. Just not.
and people get pissy.
I know.
It's part of the argument about why they can't take out super capitals, which is a dumb argument,
It
in
is a
fairness.
dumb argument.
But, like,
But it's also an argument that's pretty much been demonstrated time and time again over MMOs. The other problem is that he's been around for 17 years, so that's built up a whole lot of.
I think it's time to retire some things. I think there's too many modules, too many things that makes the balancing of the game too unwieldy, and just too many assets. The overhead from perspective of that, it's just.
So, Eric, what if I flip that though? What if we did that, right? And it's not that the balancing is unwieldy or whatever you so called it, but it's that CCP aren't willing to balance it all in one go. So by removing it, even though we've lightened the workload, they just do less balancing each.
Well, which modules would you remove?
Yeah. I just don't think we need 17 different types of things.
What thing?
I don't know. I'll think of it.
The problem you're going to run into here is, and I hate to take this in a really dark direction, but it's
Go ahead.
probably the most
Go ahead.
example, is people who complain about
Over what?
Yes, overpopulation. Yes, overpopulation is totally a thing. The planet would be better off if there were only 2 billion people. You get to pick which 5 billion die and tell them to.
Yeah, but that's a little different. We're talking about, assets in a game.
Oh,
By the way, I'm all
it's-
for overpopulation because I want that to force us to go populate the rest of the universe.
Like I said, it's much darker, but the crux of the problem is still the same. Okay, fine. Which ones go?
No, I think we can. I think you have 4 copies of everything, right? So I think you could
They
start
have
by
to be there,
what?
and they have to be there.
They don't have to be there.
They do.
No.
Because if any of the
you
empires
really
has
need
capability,
3
it's
different types of
opposite
battleships.
tap.
Do you really need 3 different types of battleships?
Yeah.
Why? 4 different types.
two different things.
You don't. You just need one
They do.
battleship that you can equip 4 different ways.
No.
I mean, you're going down this path,
Do you-
but
do
like,
you-
where does that eventually end? That basically eventually ends in we only really need one
I
ship.
just need strategic
They
cruisers.
they overcomplicate the game with all the assets.
I'd like to see them complicate the game even more.
No.
I'd like to see I'd like to see them completely overhaul industry into a system where we could actually do R&D.
Well, overhauling industry goes without mentioning needs
No.
to be done.
This
When
was
I
a cool conversation that was had
R-
the other day.
where we can do R&D work, I mean like basically make industry into something akin to space engineers. So the question of how is this battleship fit isn't how is this battleship fit, it's what did I use to build this battleship? What exactly capabilities does this battleship have at the basic level?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how can I do some R&D and come up with a better material to build my battleships out of?
So just to be clear, Arendis, you're talking the sort of thing where we could go from, okay, this thing's got a 5% drone bonus to, actually, let's modify it slightly and play around, and, okay, we lost the 4% resist bonus, but we gained a 15% drone bonus.
I'm talking about an advancement path, an advancement mechanism that introduces the thing that keeps us from really running into why do we still have all of this shit? It's called obsolescence. If I can build a battleship that absolutely makes the Megathron obsolete, the Megathron goes away because everybody stops using it.
But it's still there.
It's always going to
And-
be there.
and by the way,
Spitfire is still there. but nobody
MMOs
uses
get
it.
rid of things all the time.
I could still go out and get all the materials and build a World War I biplane.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't
Oh.
have any real value against
Right.
an
That is,
F-14.
But here's what CCP does. They say, nobody's using the Megathron. What can we throw into the game to make people use the Megathron again? That's the problem. They never let something just... Other than the Drake, by the way.
because there's no way to advance.
The Drake deserves to be dead.
It's not
Look,
that they,
one of the things you have to is
the-
one of
there's no way to advance. So in order to avoid everything from suddenly locking up and always being nothing but hacks online all the damn time, they have to change things. If they didn't, we'd all still be in Proteus or Drakes.
What's wrong with the Proteus?
What's wrong with the
Well,
Proteus?
here's what'll happen, right? In a year or so, 2 years, 3 years, they're going to say, "Oh, we're going to buff the Proteus because nobody's using it."
I mean, that's simulated R&D. Like,
Sorry,
you have a need for a thing, so you bolt on another thing. Like, hey, I need this ship to suddenly be able to, I don't know, drop guided missiles instead of
Eric, do you
just
play any other?
dogfight. I think Eric is on the phone.
Of course, yes.
But yeah, like, this topic came up in a different Discord channel the other day, and my immediate thought on that whole R&D thing was just imagine what the old AT fitting teams could do with that.
Oh yeah.
Like, these are guys who are min-maxing not only the way they fly, but what they fly, and like trying to eke every little bit of advantage out of any given ship. So imagine if they could actually like fuck about with the ships themselves at the very core. It would be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the issue there is
Maybe a
that will
bit
require
as well.
that'll require a significant amount of a significant amount of time to actually develop, to like just basically run for like just use it for such a long time to actually realize that, to figure out like just to stop the most insane shit from actually being built, because you can't have the most fair enough. Like, you can find better ways of, making your ship kind of a little bit more tanky by using a different material for it, etc., etc. But there needs to be drawbacks to certain things. There needs to be kind of like, you can't have something basically dominating every single aspect of, how every single aspect of a decent decent ship. You can't be ridiculously overpowered in terms of damage and both DPS and alpha. It can't also be tanky at the same time, both in raw HP and also in resist. It can't also be ridiculously fast and ridiculously agile at the same time. Like,
which framework are you
put together? So you have to put together a system that trades those things constantly, and can't get pushed into an area where you're creating something that basically is the apex predator of the entire fucking ship line.
Which system are you working in? Which framework are you working in there? Are you working in a framework where everything is static and players aren't doing R&D? Or are you working in a framework where, yes, you absolutely can do that, and in 5 months somebody else comes up with something better because they've managed to invent something?
Well, eventually it'll get to a point where that system is entirely maxed out. Because it's finite.
Why?
We're back into this shit again.
No, we're not. It's very simple. Look at all the time devs spend balancing things. If the devs spent all of that development time pushing the outer edges of what is possible,
they're not pushing the outer edges of what is possible. They're pushing the outer edges of what should be acceptable.
They're not doing that system at all, right?
So they fucking are. What the fuck do you think? Do you think balance is just power creep? That is it. Is that all you want? Power creep?
No.
That is no, because that is exactly what you're wanting, exactly what you're saying, exactly the tech, the mechanic, the system that you want is player controlled power creep.
No,
that is exactly what you want.
It's progress, because not everyone's going to push things in the same direction. Not everyone's going to have the same application. It's progress.
So in what kind of situation would you want a ship that's less tanky, less speed, less fast, less agile? I don't understand the fucking logic of
Can you afford the one you're trying to build?
Sorry?
Afford the one you're trying to build?
Depends who you are.
Under what
circumstances?
Under what
If you're Aerith, you can afford fucking anything.
That's not actually true, but Aerith doesn't get that rich by blowing all his money on something that will eventually be obsolete, and probably not all that long away.
Well, I mean, to start off with, the fact that you seem to be completely, opposed to the idea that kind of situation or that game mechanic, of power creep would be finite in some way, shape, or form. Like,
I mean,
I don't think it basically says that
game,
basically precludes the fact that you're never going to say that that there's going to be an end point to that when there is.
Well, there has to be.
For fuck's sake, man!
The end point is the death of the game.
You're literally just contradicting yourself now. Like I'm not even going to fucking bother talking to you now, because you're just contradicting yourself now purely to fucking just to get one up on me. So fuck you. Just fuck you.
Fight!
Fuck you.
You're accusing.
You're intelligent enough to know what you're doing. And I'm intelligent enough to know what you're doing too. So just fucking stop it.
Apparently you're not, because again, at one point did I say there had to be a finite?
Wow, that was dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
It was, but I got to go to a Kremlin meeting.
See ya.
All right, guys.
Well then.
That was an interesting show today so far. What else we got? One last thing? Let's go around the horn.
I don't know what to say. I just want to see.
Oh, hold it. McLeod left too.
Yeah. That's what I said. Right.
Fight on push to talk. We don't often do that.
No.
All right, do your one last thing. Let's get out of here.
No, I just want to see Nyasha get trig invaded and turn low sec and then possibly no sec. What sex status is it? It's 0.7.
Nyaja's a 0.5, I think. Off the top
Oh
of my head.
god, okay, so it would drop to 0.2 and then second Liminati would push it into no. If that drops another 0.3. Damn,
Yeah.
that would actually be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. It would.
Can you imagine code?
Yeah. All right, Dirk, you're up.
I'm honestly not sure what to say after that. That was an interesting conclusion to a show.
I was on another phone call. I didn't hear half of it, so woo.
Yeah. No, this trick stuff is kind of interesting. I look forward to seeing how it develops, but other than that, like, yeah, Eve is an interesting place for PvE, and I think Bard is misunderstanding what we meant earlier when we said that it was going to be here forever. Like this Triglavian kind of Edencom conflict is going to go on basically until the devs decide to kill one or the other. So yeah, it's introduced
until they
PvE. It
decide
has
to
to
pause it,
stay.
yeah.
But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how things move on.
All right, are you going to mean too? I'm out of here. Everybody have a great, safe day, and enjoy.
Yeah, catch you guys in a bit.
See you later.
Dirk, one quick thing, if you're still around to just stay for a second.
Hold everything. We're going out.